much for joining us. As per usual, lineup of fabulous guests having fabulous events in the fabulous Verde Valley. As fall begins, we're rolling out all kinds of cool stuff, and now we can really get out and enjoy it as the weather is going to be just beautiful. Our first guest today will be Canned and Sedona's founder, Tracey Shadley. Yes, it's time for Canned. It's the 4th annual event. It's the most amazing event, the most fun event with fun people behind it. You're not going to want to miss it, so we're going to talk about that first thing in the show. After that, we'll have our friends from Camp Verde Promotions. We'll have Nikki Miller and parade organizer Trish Arruda-Peterson to talk about the 60th annual Fort Verde Days. For 60 years, they've been having a parade, the Colonel's Daughter, the events, the carnival. That is coming up October 13th, 14th, and 15th in Camp Verde. So we're going to talk all about that as well. Then here comes the Northern Arizona Roots Music Festival. Really neat thing that's going to be happening at the Collective in VOC on October 7th. It's Damien and Anne Browning from Steps to Recovery Homes. A wonderful program. We've had them on the show before. Thrilled to have them back, and now they're having a benefit, and we're fortunate to get to talk about that. Then from Kids Against Hunger, we'll have the Community Outreach Coordinator and founder, Karen Freeman. She's going to be here to talk about their packing event that's happening on October 21st and all the wonderful things that Kids Against Hunger has done. They've provided over 1 billion meals since they started for children and families in more than 60 countries through efforts of thousands and thousands of volunteers, which you will be one of very shortly. So we'll get to that. Then we'll go on location, courtesy of our friends at Cat and Verde Links. Thank you to them. To Jerome to talk about the Jerome Ghost Walk. Yes, now that we're hitting fall, we're hitting Halloween, it's time for the Ghost Walk in Jerome. We will talk with Jay Kinsella, who's the general manager of the Jerome Historical Society. We'll be in the Mine Museum talking about their wonderful benefit every year. It happens on the 13th and 14th. Get your reservations now. And we'll finish out our show with a live performance of Rob DeFriese. He's a wonderful musician, travels all over the state. Really great. He's a solo artist. He's got a band. He's a really lovely person. Thrilled to have him on the show. We'll see him just shortly. So don't go away. Lots of great things. We'll go ahead and get started with the lovely and talented Tracey Shadley, founder of Canned in Sedona, and also the owner of, you get this right, Organize AZ.
Yes, Organize AZ. Thank you.
What a perfect person to start. If you had somebody to start something, you would want someone organized.
Yeah, I tend to get things done. I get ideas in my head, and I'm like, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, there you go, and hence Canned, because you got an idea in your head for this.
Yeah, we had it with my friend Heidi Benson and I. Had this idea. We loved watching Chopped, and we just sat there and bet on who was going to win. And we're like, how can we make this fun? And we thought about bringing it to our friends, and one thing led to another, and it just ended up being what it is today, which keeps growing and growing and growing.
Congratulations. This is your 4th year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is amazing. Now tell us who it benefits, because I know this is not just a fun thing. This benefits our community.
It changes every year. So our blanket charity is the Sedona Community Food Bank. So hence the name Canned. Part of the entrance fee is a can of food. So everybody brings the cans of food, and that goes to the food bank. If they forget their can of food, they actually are asked to donate $1. So the food bank gets those donations. And then we choose 4 different charities every year under humanities, arts and culture, animals, and women, children, elderly. So this year we have Northern Arizona Restorative Justice, which is a great organization I'd actually never heard of until they applied.
Yes.
Pets Returned Home, Verde Valley Sinfonietta, and the Sedona Area Homeless Alliance.
Excellent.
So we've got, great people. And when you buy your ticket, you get to decide who you want to donate the money to. And then they get all of that money, plus they get a quarter of they each get a quarter of raffles and auction prizes and all of that.
That's fantastic. And each chef also represents one of the...
Yes, that's random. We had actually 11 people this year compete for the 4 spots. Unfortunately, our winner last year can't compete this year, so we were choosing 4 instead of 3. And the final 4, there was Gail Taylor works for the Sinfonietta. She's on the board, so she automatically went to represent the Sinfonietta. And the other 3 was random who they're representing, and they get a huge basket of stuff donated by businesses in the community. Everybody's been so generous.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So if I was per se, the chef cooking for Restorative Justice, and I won. Does Restorative Justice get anything extra that
No,
way?
they don't get anything
Excellent.
extra.
So it's very fair.
It's very fair. It's just the chef that gets the bragging rights and all the goodies.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
boy do they brag.
They
you
do
see 'em
brag,
around
you
town
know.
and they brag. They just
do.
wear that. And it's awesome. What an amazing event you've
Thank you.
created.
Thank you. It's
Just
really
in your
fun.
head on your couch.
Yeah.
With Heidi. I mean, it's fantastic. Now, a lot goes into this. It doesn't
Yeah.
just boom, here we go, we've picked you. You started with the VIP event.
We started with a VIP event where the 3 judges, so this year we have Ron Moeller, who's been with us all 4 years, Jet Foley of Riot, this is her 2nd year, and then Jennifer Jackson, who's now in charge of the culinary program at Yavapai College, is our 3rd judge. They all cooked chopped style, canned style for all of the VIPs, so they only got their ingredients about 3 hours before, and they had to make 100 hors d'oeuvres
Wow.
for everybody. Yeah,
That's nothing to
so
sniff
it's,
at, 100.
Yeah, it's not something that you just come and relax. No, there's work put into this
Yeah.
and thought, because we don't give easy ingredients either.
I bet you don't.
Yeah.
And then you had another event recently as well,
That was a chef showdown.
the Chef Showdown, which is where you choose
Yeah,
the 4 contestants.
Exactly.
Excellent. How fun was that?
Oh, it's so much fun. I mean, I remember I gave them, I don't even remember what I gave them, but hot dogs, I think Special K cereal, potatoes, and I don't remember the 4th ingredient,
Wow.
but they were not pleased.
Oh,
They were like, hot dogs, really?
well,
I was standing there going, what? You know, but that's what we want, because it's
Yeah,
fun. If it's too
right.
easy, it's not fun.
right, salmon with arugula and then some, who cares?
Oh, no, we
But,
give them-
hot dogs and cornflakes.
I think they had marshmallows and last year and
my
prunes and pork and, oh yeah, it's
Ooh.
fun.
How interesting.
And they make, I'm in awe of them.
What they
In
make.
awe of what they make. It's
Too fun.
amazing. I could never do it.
That's
It's amazing to me.
Way too fun.
Yeah.
How do you pick the ingredients? How does that work?
My husband's a chef,
Mm-hmm.
and he and I, we're the only 2 people who actually know the ingredients.
Mm.
And we start with the protein, and then we're like, okay, let's figure something that's, he can at least think of a few things he could make with it, and he'll know what'll taste good, because we don't want to feed something to the judges that's going to be gross. So we start, it takes us a while. It takes like at least 2 weeks before we get like the final basket sort of done.
How
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then the day of the event, the chefs get their ingredient list. They have to go shopping.
Yeah.
Then bring everything to Tlaquepaque.
Well, what we do is they're allowed to bring a cooler with them of anything that they want. So, and including like knives and stuff that they're comfortable using.
Great.
So a lot of them bring pre-made sauces and, stuff like that. So they prepare things they're comfortable with. Then we give them their 4 ingredients that they have to use. Then they go shopping. So they will know what they have, what they need to use, and then they'll be able to fill it in. Whole Foods is actually sponsoring all the food this year.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's wonderful.
Well, the event starts at 3 p.m. on October 1st at Tlaquepaque.
Yes.
Beautiful place to have it.
It's
by the way.
beautiful,
You do that
yeah.
all the time, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So if we go to the event, we can buy tickets online, can't we? If we go to Sedona Canned.
Yes, you can Sedona.
Can Sedona.
Yes,
There we
you
go.
can buy tickets online. This year we do have a VIP tent. It's a lounge. It's not reserved seating, but in the lounge, you'll get a place you can sit and relax. There'll be snacks and water, and then they get two food or drink tickets
Wow.
as well. That's $40 online, $50 at the door. Regular tickets are $15 online, $20 at the door.
Yeah. And it's very reasonable. And bring a can of food.
And
You got to
bring a
bring a can of food or bring an extra $1.
Exactly.
Or bring an extra $100 or $5.
Oh my God, the raffle baskets are unbelievable.
Oh, raffles.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I have
fabulous.
like baskets, like huge baskets full of stuff. Wow. Yeah.
That's
and good
fantastic.
stuff. Yeah.
And what a fun event, too. The community's all behind it. It's benefiting all these different charities. You're supporting the food bank. We've got to keep our neighbors from being hungry.
Yeah.
And having a blast.
Yep.
It's just a blast. Everybody says it's such a blast.
Yeah, and you get time to speak to the people at the charities and learn a little bit about them. You get to watch the chefs cook. One thing you don't get to do is eat their food. That's against the health code regulations.
Yeah, there you go.
But, we have people like pushing their way in to get a closer view of what they're
Yeah.
doing.
So then you can go home and make it.
Yeah, I forgot one thing in the VIP tent, very important, that it's going to be streamed. So you'll be able to watch
Ooh.
the TV
Oh, nice.
and watch them do it in
Excellent.
there. Yeah.
Very, very good. Check out cannedsedona.com. Great website. All the information you need. You can buy your tickets. You can look at previous years. You can look at the judges, their bios, everything you need. Cannedsedona.com. Taking place on October 1st at Tlaquepaque. The event starts at 3. Bring food, bring money, come hang out with your neighbors. It's great fun. Tracey, Shadley, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations. It's going to be another wonderful event.
It will be.
And don't go away because we've got more Verde Valley experience coming up.
Fabulous views and unmatched quality with efficiency in mind. Just announced, C&B Construction is the only contractor ever to win the EPA's coveted Indoor Air Plus Leaders Award 4 years in a row. These Energy Star certified homes provide unparalleled energy efficiency, comfort, durability, and indoor air quality. C&B Construction is currently building at Gray Fox Ridge and Crossroads at Mingus. C&B Construction, locally respected and nationally recognized.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles.
Building a home, remodeling, or need furniture for the holidays? Time to order is now. Amish Home Decor offers furniture for every room in your home in many different woods, stains, and styles. We even offer patio furniture and mattresses. If you don't see what you're looking for on the showroom floor, just ask. We buy from 100 different Amish families located at the corner of Glassford Hill and Highway 69 in Prescott Valley. Amish Home Decor is the place to buy tomorrow's antiques.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with Nikki Miller from Camp Verde Promotions and Trish Arruda-Peterson, who is the parade organizer this year for the 60th annual Fort Verde Days, which is so great. I haven't been to all 60, but I've been to the past 6.
Oh, good.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah. I know if you've been there, and I run around so crazy I don't get to see and talk to anybody like that.
I might have waved. There it goes. There she goes. Well, what's going on this year? What's new?
Well, we're doing some new things on Sunday. We're going to have a salsa contest, not the dance salsa, but the food salsa. So we're going to have a hot and a regular contest for people to bring in on Sunday, and the people participating in judging will be all of the people at the field, so they can come up and judge the contest, and then there'll be $50 for the first place and $25 for the second place for each category. So I'm excited about that because I like salsa.
Me too.
So that'll be a good thing. And then we're also getting the Cub Scouts are coming and doing a Pinewood Derby exhibition for us, and they're going to be doing that on the street, which is going to be fun. We're hoping that we can grow that into a competition for other Cub Scout troops and stuff, so that would be a fun thing to do. And then the Boy Scouts are doing their orienteering at the fort, so they're going to teach people how to use a compass, and which is very appropriate for the times.
Absolutely.
And geocaching isn't going to happen this year, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what else? We're having a pinata break, so we're going to have some pinatas out there, and so that's all on Sunday. And the parade, Trish is gathering the entries as we speak.
Excellent. How many do you have so far for
I
the
think I
parade?
probably have maybe 10.
Okay, very good. Is there a theme this year?
It's Pioneer Days.
Remembering Pioneer Days. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good theme for a parade. You
It
can go a
is.
lot of places with that.
Yes.
So.
And we've got our Chino Valley is going to come back with their marching band. It's always neat to have them come. I never get to watch the parade. I'm always running around and doing something else. So, and then we're going to do the jail-a-thon on Saturday during the parade, 9 to noon. And so if you want to throw somebody in jail, we'll have several sheriffs on each side of the street, and you can throw somebody in jail for $5, and then they have to bail themselves out, or somebody bail them out, or they get to stay in jail for 15 minutes.
Wow.
So last week we constructed 4 mini jails. They're going to be put by the announcing stand so that we can announce the people that get thrown in jail.
Oh my goodness, you really want to embarrass somebody. Have a uniformed officer go up and arrest them during the Fort Verde Days parade. And then, wow, how much does it cost to bail yourself out?
It's $5 to arrest
Put
somebody
in.
and $5 to get out.
Make sure you have lots of fives in your pocket when you go.
If you can't afford that, you have to stay in jail 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
So parents, you need a timeout.
There you go.
pay $5. Is there an age minimum?
No.
You might have opened a can
No,
of worms
we might
there.
have it.
You need more jails. You're like, for $5, I'll take 15 minutes apiece. You had a babysitter lately? They're expensive.
They're in there. That's true.
Too fun. And of course, the fair is going on. There's
yeah.
vendors, there's music. It's a 3-day celebration. The 13th, 14th, and 15th starts on Friday, ends on Sunday evening. Just a world of fun happening in downtown Camp Verde. The parade, I really have to say, Trish is always my favorite. It really is. I've managed to host the past number of years, and so I get to see the parade from a good spot too.
Spot.
And it's just great fun. You know, you love hometown parades, but organizing a parade is not that easy, is it?
It's a sit and wait game. People, even with volunteers or to wait for the applications, they wait till the last minute.
Of course.
And so then, we're always scrambling, trying to get the lineup so that, everybody is safe and happy with horses and not.
Yep, absolutely. Always lots of horses in the Verde Days parade.
Yes.
So if people want to sign up or thinking of being in the parade, they need to do it now.
Yes.
It would be helpful.
It would be. I mean, it's less than a month away. You're
Right,
talking
and
2.5
because I
weeks.
think the deadline is the 10th.
Of
October 10th is your
yes,
deadline.
yes.
And to be afloat in a parade, what's required?
There's not, whatever they choose,
They have to give us the dimensions of their float because when you're lining up the parade, then you have to allow enough space and get everybody in order. So they have to tell us what they're doing and how big their entry is. And basically that's it. There's a $10 fee to get into the parade.
Oh, that's nothing, $10 fee.
$10.
Okay, so I go, I'm 15 inches by 12 inches by 6 feet. I mean, I'm the float. $10, I march down the street, wave at everybody, throw candy at the kids.
That's right.
Great fun and participate, and that's wonderful, and it supports the town,
Right.
which is great. It's a wonderful thing for Camp Verde. All these people come in, and the town comes out and really supports the heritage of Camp Verde. You know, that's important to keep alive. I mean, 60 years you guys have been doing this. That's impressive.
Well, and we're, the fort also has things going on. They're doing their vintage baseball game, and then there'll be other activities at the fort too. And they'll have the Colonel's Daughter, which is a big thing, and
big
thing. And they start that this weekend. They start their competition this weekend. So that's always, I went to watch that, and it's quite extensive. You know, it's not just be pretty and ride a horse. They have to do some other things to go with that. So it's kind of neat.
They do. That's a neat heritage to keep going.
And the fort this year's got several scarecrows that we help them make. So we've got scarecrows around town, and the businesses are starting to put scarecrows out. So that's kind of a fun, just an extra treat when you go to see all the scarecrows.
Are we voting on our favorite this year?
No, we made a no contest this year, so everybody can compete, and we don't have to have our poor judges last year drove many, many, many miles, trying to find all the scarecrows and stuff. And then the winners came to the field, which is a problem. When the first year we had a crane bring one of the entrants because it was McDonald Brothers, and they had a construction worker with a great big piece of equipment, so they had a crane to bring their equipment to us. So it got to be a little bit more than people wanted to do, I think. So,
oh my goodness.
But it's
fun.
fun.
Right now it's fun. There's scarecrows everywhere
that's
leading
true.
up till then.
Yeah, and then there's a craft show in the gym, and we're going to have the Camp Verde High School is doing an arts exhibit, so they'll have an art show going on too. So that'll be fun too.
Great. It's 3 days jam-packed with fun.
It is.
The pre-sale tickets.
Oh yes, the carnival has pre-sale tickets that are going to be starting on sale on Monday, the 25th of September, for $18.
Right.
The regular price is $25, and we're going to try to sell these online this year, and so it'll be $19 if people want to buy them online and not have to go to the stores. Bashes and Camp Verde feeds are where the pre-sale are.
Right.
Sunday also is going to be discounted for $20. So
nice.
If you don't want to compete with the crowds of people on Saturday, then come back on Sunday and get a discount.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Check that out. You can go online. Do they go to campverdepromotions.org and get all that good stuff going on there? The list of everything, and they buy their tickets through you guys? Excellent. Excellent. Of course, if you go into the grocery store, you can get one at the grocery store too.
Right.
Well, fabulous. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Nikki and Trish, I really appreciate what you're doing for the town of Camp Verde. Always a wonderful thing. I see it get even more amazing every year, and I love parades. So thank you, Trish. I can't wait to see your handiwork this year. Nikki,
Well, and
as
we are full too with the vendors. We had to shut our
Great.
vendors off, so we are sitting right at 50 vendors this year. So that's awesome.
Fabulous. So pack up your kids and head on down to Camp Verde. 60 years of Fort Verde Days, October 13th, 14th, and 15th. Check it out. We'll be right back with more experience, so don't go away.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Nothing personalizes a home like paint, and JPS Paint Center is your paint pro. Featuring durable interior and exterior paints from Benjamin Moore. JPS Paint Center can help you find the perfect shade, and they're experts in color matching for any project, including their selection of automotive paints from standard to extravagant. JPS Paint Center. Find the perfect paint and all your paint supplies too on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact John Miskell or Shelley White Collier at northernArizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Dominguez, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Damien and Anne Browning from Steps to Recovery Homes. They're having an amazing benefit coming up, Northern Arizona Roots Festival, Roots Roll and Ride. Who thought of this, Damien? Really? Yeah, is that right, Anne? Yeah. She points.
It's always been a dream to have a concert for people in recovery that wasn't subject to a lot of intoxication and outside things.
Sure.
Because, you know, for people in early recovery, when they go, sometimes it's hard because people are drinking and there's the party, the lifestyle and stuff like that, or smoking weed or whatever.
Right,
so it gets kind of hard. But music's such a healing thing for everybody, you know. So we're trying to form something. It doesn't mean that people have to be in recovery to go. This is an event for everybody, but we're just not going to serve alcohol or nothing at it. Plus, it's going to be a benefit, and it's a free event.
Right, it's free. So if it's free, the admission is free, how is it a benefit, Anne?
Well, we have a couple different things going on. We have a raffle for a 2009 scooter. We have
cute one, too.
Yes, it is very cute. We have an auction going on. We have some really nice raffle prizes. We also have our motorcycle run. Starts at 9 a.m. And it's a poker run. So there is a cost for that. And if you bring a toy, you get half that cost. So it's $10 without the toy, and if you'll bring a toy, it's $5.
Which is nothing. I mean, $10 and $5.
A new toy.
Where's the toy going?
The toy is going to be distributed throughout the community. Some of the other nonprofit agencies that help around Christmas time.
Nice.
And we're going to donate it to the,
So you're doing double duty.
Yeah, it's going to go to the Old Town Mission for their Christmas thing.
Very nice.
So actually, if you bring an unopened toy, then that gets to go there. Plus, we have we're trying to get vendor booths, so we're trying to get people to come and set up a booth for a fee, which will be kind of a benefit. I think we have a food truck that's going to give us a little bit of a percentage. Like she said, the auctions, the raffles, and then there's the sponsors. There's people that are taking on sponsorships because they believe in this cause. We have 20 sponsors that are, then that's why we're able to do some of the marketing and a lot of that other stuff, get the venue.
Just for this event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the event, we have 20 sponsors that are sponsoring the event throughout the community and believe in what we're doing, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, you've come a ways since you guys started the Steps for Recovery Homes, haven't you?
Yes.
I think so.
It's been a struggle.
You think so? You're so modest, Damien.
You know, we're still challenged. You know, we still need help. We still need volunteers. We still need funding. I mean, you know, doing everything we do for the people, for the price we do it, is just, it's always a struggle. But there's a lot of people that are doing well. You know, we have the resale store that actually we're able to hire a couple people, and you know, our success rate's really good. And we have over 30 people in the community with a year clean and sober that are really not just staying clean and sober, but they're actually being productive members of the society, holding jobs, being a good parent, you know, trying to be better people, helping other people out. You know, there's a lot going on from what we've started, so it's pretty cool.
That's excellent. 30 people is nothing to sniff at. That is a lot of lives. When you think about their children or their spouses or their families around them, you guys are making a huge impact.
Well, there's 120 people that their life has significantly been impacted on the positive that have been through our program. Not all of them have stayed clean and sober the whole time, but they're, even if they've had, you know, their little relapse or whatever, they're back on it because of the things, not just that they learned in our program, but that's a big part of it. You know, they've learned, Ann and I show them, you know, we guide them, you know, we lead by example, and we not only are very honest and in a kind, loving way, as much as we can be, we also love them too, you know, so we show them that support that they need, so they know that it's possible.
Right, absolutely. Recovery is possible, but it's not an easy road to go down. Now, how does Steps to Recovery Homes work, Ann? When you start with a new person that says, hey, I'd really like to be clean, can you guys help?
Well, they have to start by filling out an application. We have an application process, and you can do it online or you can pick up an application at our office. Once we have that application, we schedule an interview. Damien and I do them together. We find it's a little better that way because we both see something different with each person. And then once they've passed the interview test, we'll call them and let them know, yes, you've been accepted. Or maybe even at the end of the conversation, sometimes we'll tell them, yeah, I think, you know, you'd be a good fit. And we schedule a time to do an intake. Sometimes it moves really quickly, and other times it moves a little slower. You know.
Yeah, and we're back to, you know, we've downsized, so we're back to having to turn people away, which is, you know, unfortunate. You know, we have a lot of goals and visions that we want to do in this community. We've made it a nonprofit, so when Ann and I aren't around, it'll be here for generations to come. There's something that's affordable, you know, and people don't need a lot of money to get real recovery. So we provide a lot of services for a really low price.
Such as?
Well, we do, you know, we give them discounted gym memberships. We give them bus passes. There's bikes available. They get all the cleaning supplies, linens, laundry. There's a financial savings plan where we half their money if they make it through our 6-month program, which we're thinking about making the program a little longer. If they make it through our 6-month program, we furnish their apartments because we have the store. We provide clothes.
Oh yes, Miracles Happen resale store.
We have the Miracles Happen resale store, which is on the corner of 89A and 6th Street, next door to Vinny's Pizza. We do pick up donations and stuff like that. So, and we take them to yoga multiple times. Well, at least one time a month, but they can go more. We take them to equine therapy once a month. We take them kayaking once a month. We take them camping 3 times a year. We take them to other events they go on. Out of Africa just took on a sponsorship. So Out of Africa, we take them to Out of Africa once a month. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and then we have the life coaching. The life coaching is a 5-day-a-week thing. You know that we have 60 life coaches from the, and it's not really that they're life coaches, but they're people with experience. So they come in and they do like budgeting, boundaries. They talk about priorities, time management. We have people coming in doing first aid training, CPR training. There's a wide range of things that are going on. So these people that are coming into our program are learning the basic life skills and the tools that they need to stay clean. And it's really, we're focused on behavior modifications and long-term recovery. That's the difference, you know. We're focused on what can, and we need a lot more help. We need a lot more help. And we've been asked to start places in like 4 different locations around the state, but we don't have the funding. We're doing the Erase the Stigma Day, and I just got asked to start doing that in Phoenix and Prescott, which is an educational awareness day about addiction and mental health and what to do about it. So there's a lot of things going on. Then we got the Dinner for Hope too, that's coming up in March.
Wow, you're amazing. It's amazing all of that came out of you guys. That's just mind-blowing, you know, bless you for what you're doing.
Yeah, but a lot of the things that we're able to supply for the people come from the sponsors here locally. Our community is just the outpouring of help that we receive from them is overwhelming to us.
Yeah, that's how we're able to do all that, is because
Yeah.
we formed the 501c3 nonprofit, and we have 41, I think we have 41 annual sponsors right now.
Nice.
And a lot of it's in-kind service, so we're
Yes.
able to do a lot of those things.
Great, but you need more. So if people want to get involved, they should go to stepsToRecoveryHomes.org. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep, check it out. And if you go to stepsToRecoveryHomes.org, you'll see a beautiful flyer there of the concert that is coming up. The concert is on October 7th. It's happening Saturday from 9 to 6 at the Sedona Collective. It's free to go in. Bring some money to buy some raffles. There's some amazing raffle prizes, things like that. The scooter.
9 bands.
Donate 9 bands. Amazingly great musicians. Check it out online, stepsToRecoveryHomes.org. All the information you need there. We're out of time. Damien, thank you so much. Anne, thank you so much for what you're doing. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back with the experience, so don't go away.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
Lease it now with Sears Hometown and Outlet. Right now is the perfect time to take a closer look at leasing. Leasing's a great way to get more. Choose from thousands of items throughout the store and online. Pick out at least $199 worth of items to start a lease and take home the brands you love with no credit required. It's simple. Take home what you want, when you want it, and leave satisfied.
Come see me, Lisa Peterson, your local store owner, and our great team at the Cottonwood Sears Hometown Store.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Karen Freeman, who is the co-founder and community outreach coordinator for Kids Against Hunger here in the Verde Valley, an amazing organization. I have that you've provided over 1 billion meals for children and their families.
1,500,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
since
crazy.
we started. It is a lot for a little town.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, I didn't do it, you know. I mean, it's been just volunteers in the Verde Valley that we've brought together since we started in 2011. And we do it by organizing people to come together and in events. And they pack food for the hungry kind of in an assembly-like fashion.
Yes, very organized.
And we ship them, half of them go to Haiti, and more than half of them stay here in Yavapai County. So
that's excellent.
Yeah, so I certainly don't, it takes a lot of volunteers over
does.
a long period of time, yeah.
In a packing event, speaking of, there's one coming on October 21st. If you want to get involved, there's a few slots left for the end of the day, so you've got to hurry up and go onto manzanitaoutreach.org right now while you're watching the show. Go get your laptop. Sign yourself up for the end of the packing event.
Right.
I believe around 1 o'clock to
Yeah,
4
we've
o'clock.
got our last
left.
3 sessions are open. There's about 150 packing slots left, so I encourage everybody to come pack up, and you can pack as individuals or in groups. You can organize and pack as a group. There's 11 people to a table, so if you have 11, great. And if not, we'll just add you to another group.
Great way to meet new friends.
Yeah, it really is. And to accomplish something, be part of something bigger than yourself, you know, for the greater good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're packing food that gets made into little meal packs. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And tell me about the food, because this is very interesting how this works.
Well, we buy the food product we purchase it bulk from the international organization that's in Omaha, and we pay to have it shipped here. And then we have 2 products. One's the international product with rice, soy, vegetables, and kind of a chicken-based, it's not chicken, it's vegetable-based, but like a flavoring, vitamins and minerals for international use, because rice is kind of a international food, so it has to be recognized for all the countries that we send it to, primarily Haiti, which is why we got started after we went to Haiti. And then our local product currently is Latin rice and beans. So rice, beans, kind of a Latin spice with vegetables and minerals, and then let's see, rice, beans, the flavoring product, and soy.
Yeah, right.
So,
and it sounds simple, rice and beans, but it's all complex proteins and
It
amino
is.
acids, and of course you've got your vitamin A and your zinc and your things that children need and people need around the world. So many deaths are attributed to malnutrition because of the vitamins are lacking in their food.
And it's been developed to, promote health and combat malnutrition. And in Haiti, we've been following the group of school kids because we support a school, a medical clinic, 5 orphanages, and 2 village feeding programs. And the medical clinic for the school has actually been following the same group of children for a number of years and have actually documented the physical changes. They're able to, their hair isn't brittle anymore. They've gained weight. They're able to stay awake at school, and it prevents starvation, which for all the other places we hand it out. And it tastes good. It really does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The numbers are staggering when you look online as far as world hunger goes. Over 1 billion people don't have enough to eat.
Absolutely.
And children everywhere, every day. I'm not going to make you cry with the details I cry over when I look it up on the internet, but hundreds of thousands of people.
Well, and when we went to Haiti in 2010 after the earthquake, and still today, women in Haiti, moms in Haiti who didn't have food to feed their children, were feeding them cookies, mud cookies made out of dirt, just to fill their stomachs.
Right.
And it's still happening today. But there's been pockets of great change in Haiti, and the message is one of hope. And we don't just supply Haiti internationally, but other countries in need when there's natural disasters. And then locally, our food product, over 50% of our food stays in Yavapai County and throughout Arizona. Seniors, vets, school programs, food banks. We're starting some pop-up food banks locally here.
Yes.
And out to the reservation. And we've also been able to, we just sent a truck. We didn't send a truck, but our food went down on a truck with Kenwood to Houston. So when there's natural disasters in America, we're able to contribute our food to that too. So it's just really a great, it's just a privilege and a blessing to be a part of something like that. That you, and the cool thing about it is for me is that, sure, there's so much poverty here at home and out in the world, but instead of just asking for money, and we do need donations because we're a nonprofit, but we give people a hands-on opportunity to come and actually do something.
Yes.
In an activity that's fun.
Right.
So we would love to have everybody come out on October 31st at the fairgrounds. We're there all day from 8 to 4. We need almost 800 packing volunteers, and we need about 150 workers. But packers is primarily what we need, and our goal is 300,000 meals in one day.
Right.
So,
wow, how many meals does a table pack in the 2-hour time period?
They pack each person in a 2-hour period of time can pack enough food to feed a child for a year.
Wow.
And each bag that we pack has 6 meals in it, which costs us about $1.50, but it cooks up in a big pan, and so that's really a cool thing that you could feed a child for a year is kind of how we maybe 250 to 300 meals, 350 meals a year.
That's fantastic.
So it is, and it's fun, and it's just a great thing to be part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's some spaces left. You want to
Yes,
get
there is.
involved.
You only have to be 10 years old.
I know, which is
And
great because we're doing it this year. My daughter's finally old enough.
Oh, good.
So we're there.
Awesome.
We're signed up.
You're
we're
gonna
ready to
love it.
pack our meals, ready
You're
to
gonna love
don our little hair nets. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Check it out, manzanitaoutreach.org. Great information there for you about everything you ever wanted to know. You'll pour your heart out onto your keyboard while you read it.
Yeah.
You want to get involved.
You
Check
do.
out Kids Against Hunger. Go to manzanitaoutreach.org. Karen, you're amazing.
Well,
Thank you
it's
for what
not
you're
me.
doing.
I just have been able to be part of a great thing.
Really
so it's a
cool.
lot of people. Thank you very much.
Really great. Thank you for being here.
You
Go
bet.
ahead, sign yourself up. Few spots left. Make sure you're packing. I'll be right there with you, shoveling the rice. So manzanitaoutreach.org. Check out Kids Against Hunger. It's amazing. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Lease it now with Sears Hometown and Outlet. Right now is the perfect time to take a closer look at leasing. Leasing's a great way to get more. Choose from thousands of items throughout the store and online. Pick out at least $199 worth of items to start a lease and take home the brands you love with no credit required. It's simple. Take home what you want, when you want it, and leave satisfied.
Come see me, Lisa Peterson, your local store owner, and our great team at the Cottonwood Sears Hometown Store.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now up here at the Jerome Mine Museum, courtesy of our sponsors at Cat and Verde Links. We are here with the General Manager of Jerome's Historic Society, Jay Kinsella. Thank you for meeting with us.
Welcome.
This is a really amazing display you guys have built in here.
Yeah, it's interesting because this museum is actually the oldest museum in Jerome. It was established in 1953 by the Jerome Historical Society. Ran straight through. We've had interesting people. Richard Nixon's been here. Elvis Presley throughout the years. And we recently, in 2006, we shut it down and brought in a whole bunch of archives and things like that that we really wanted to display, but we needed to display it safely. So, and it's open 7 days a week.
It is 7 days a week, which is amazing. I love a museum that's open every single day. You open at 9 and you close at 3?
Nope, 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
It's like great hours.
Yeah.
So, and it's really inexpensive to get in here.
Yes, $1 for seniors. Children are free, and adults are $2.
Right. That's incredible that it is so reasonable. Yeah. I mean, that's darn cheap to get into a museum for, you know, $1 or $2. And of course, the money goes to the Jerome Historical Society.
Yes, and the money that goes to the Jerome Historical Society is put back into the town. We try to do that. Obviously, we have our overhead and expenses to take care of, but anything beyond that always goes back into the town of Jerome. So.
Right. And the gift shop sales as well benefit the Jerome Historic Society. So shop. When you come in, you've paid $1, buy something at the gift shop.
Yeah.
I'm getting pushy now. Now, the Jerome Historical Society has been around since the 50s, correct?
Yes, 1953. We could talk for hours about it. I'll make it really short and sweet. Jimmy Brewer was the guy that was putting together Tuesday and turning it into a national historic site. At the same time, Jerome was dwindling. So what happened was, where the nowadays fire station is located, the mining company was set up there with bulldozers, and they were going to bulldoze the town. Jimmy Brewer happened to be at the council meeting, and basically the representative of the mine said, within 2 years you will see grass growing on the side streets of Jerome, and it'll look like we'll never be here. Well, there were still residents around, and they thought, hey, at some point, you know, somebody's going to want to come to Jerome for the history, because we led a lot of things in history, not necessarily just in the state or in the United States, but in the world. So they founded the Jerome Historical Society, And they did it mainly to save the town. And the reason why they did that, again, was because they weren't sure whether or not somebody is going to want to come to Jerome to see the history, but they needed to preserve it.
Yeah.
The founding members would be really happy because last year we had 1.43 million visitors in the town of Jerome. Wow. So, and we've done different census and questionnaires and things like that. And the majority of the people coming to Jerome are coming for the history.
Yes.
But then we also have all the other nice flavs that go with Jerome.
Absolutely. It's, of course, the most unique town in the United States, personally, I think.
My favorite unique town.
Yes, absolutely. They said it was the wickedest town in the
Yes.
West at one point.
Yes.
At one point, there were only 40 people living here.
Correct.
And now there's over 1 million visitors a year.
Yeah, and now our population is 444, approximately,
All right.
with the census. And beautiful views, great history, and restaurants and everything.
Yep, everything you need to spend the day in Jerome. Of course, come into the Jerome Mine Museum, one of the wonderful museums here in Jerome. Really incredible work you've done here recently with the extra displays, and a lot of the items that you have in these cases are really cool.
Yeah,
so
personal. We have a little personal things, and then we also have how mining developed with our helmet display and our lantern display and things like that. They started with candles, and now they're at carbide. So
there you go. There you go. So you've got the history aspect, of course. Another part of my favoriteness about Jerome is the ghosts. We affectionately call it Ghost Town. You do the Ghost Walk.
Yes.
Every year, October 13th and 14th this year.
Yeah, this year is going to be our 14th annual Ghost Walk, and I've had the honor to be part of it ever since the beginning. This is basically the opportunity for the Jerome Historical Society to open up our archives and tell some stories that actually happened here in Jerome. Some of the stories are quaint, some are terrifying, and some are hilarious. And so this year what we'll have is we'll have several different scenes. And it starts at Spook Hall, one of the buildings that we own, Lawrence Memorial Hall, or we love calling it Spook Hall. We start there, and then we're going to take you on a journey, and the show lasts just about an hour. It's a walking show, so we're going to take you to different areas of town, and in the different areas of towns are the scenes that are set up. And this year is going to be very interesting. It's I don't want to give it away.
You don't want to give away the theme, anything?
The theme is murder and mayhem.
Ooh.
So and there's a little bit of prohibition in there because Jerome, at one time we were famous for our 52 bars on Main Street, but then subsequently prohibition came into town and they had to change, things that they were doing. So, case in point with this building, it was a fashion saloon, and when prohibition came around, this ended up being Yavapai drugstore. So,
well, there you go. That's quite a shift. So if you want a fun way to learn history, the Ghost Walk. Again, it's happening the 13th and the 14th of October, so it's Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
Friday is $15, and Saturday is $20.
Yep. Shows start at 6:30, run every half hour. Last show is at 9 o'clock.
Okay, very good. And you want to go to the website, correct? JeromeHistoricSociety.com.
Yeah, www.JeromeHistoricalSociety.com. There's going to be a thing that pops up that says events and Ghost Walk and things like that, and you just tell us when you want, how many people, and we'll make accommodations for you.
There we go. You definitely want to do that. Great way to start out the Halloween season, if we can call it a season, my favorite.
Oh, October in Jerome's a hoot.
Yeah, a hoot. Anytime in Jerome's a hoot, Jay. Thank you so much for meeting with us today and the wonderful work that you're all doing at the Jerome Historical Society. I very much appreciate it. I love this town.
Well, thank you. It's not often that you can really say that you enjoy your job. I love my job.
Oh, good.
So it's come on up and give us a tour and see what we can do for you and educate you.
Oh, way too much fun. So the General Manager of the Jerome Historical Society, Jane Kinsella, thanks for meeting with us. And we'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
I saw a friend the other day, looking down, he told me his dreams seem so far out of reach, the vision fading lately. Some stupid scheme I used to say to myself, but thinking, I wish I felt as good as he can do, instead of saying, before I knew what I was saying. These words came shooting up my throat, out my mouth, give it up, as if I'm living out some memory of someone stomping out my dreams. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, hey, starting over. Now I think I found the one, she's just what I needed. Things are good as they can be, it's better than expected. So I started talking to myself, to silence little voices, to keep from beating up myself and somehow keep it together. Before I knew what I was saying, these words came shooting up my throat, out my mouth, give it up, as if I'm living out some memory of someone stomping out my dreams. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, hey, starting over. Turn the ship around, hurting everybody when we get off course. Turn the ship around. Before I knew what I was saying, these words came shooting up my throat, out my mouth, give it up, as if I'm living out some memory of someone stomping out my dreams. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, starting over. Turn this ship around, yeah, starting over. Turn this ship around. Turn this ship around.
Rob DeFriese, everyone. Wow, that's great. What a beautiful song. I love the intricacies of the different tempos and the way you use your voice and the softness. And your voice sounds perfect, no matter whether you're shouting kind of sort of, or you're speaking so softly. That's wonderful. It's a very unusual style that you've got. I was thinking who you remind me of, and I couldn't place anybody. You're so unique.
Well, thank you very much.
You don't come across
that.
that.
As a compliment.
It's a huge compliment. You don't come across that. How did you get your start?
Well, I've actually only been playing solo and singing acoustic for about 2 years.
Wow.
But I got my start with the band that I'm with now, Ant Farm. We're Arizona natives, and we were together in the 90s for
for about 8 years. And actually, that was a song that we developed as a band first. So I've had to learn how to play it on the guitar by myself. So because I was primarily playing a bass and singing, and that's a different thing than having to play guitar, accompany yourself. So it's been a lot of work to kind of get to this point where I can play out solo.
You've done an amazing job in 2 years, I have to say.
Well, thank you, thank you. I knew a little bit about guitar, but it's harder when it's just you.
Yeah, you've got to be your own one-man band, so to speak. But
That's
you accomplish it beautifully.
Thank you
So
very much.
that song was a collaboration amongst your bandmates as you wrote it together?
Well, that one was kind of mine that I brought to the band, but we do have collaboration songs that we wrote together.
That's wonderful.
But that song is a staple of the band. That's like one of our primary go-tos.
So you write a lot of music then? Yes. We have the band has about 30 songs in the catalog, and outside of the band, I've written about 15 to 20. So that's very prolific.
Yeah, well, not as much as I'd like. Paul McCartney writes one a day, so.
Oh, I've heard about people like that. Yeah, but is it
Don't
a
you
good
hate
one
that?
a day? You don't
Right,
have to write
exactly.
one a day if it's not any good. You can write one a week if it's killer.
Yeah.
You know?
They aren't all gold,
No,
right?
that one you could take a year off. What was the name of that song?
Turn this ship around.
Fabulous. Is there a backstory behind that?
No, just it's mostly about changing the bad habit. You know, when you recognize that you're doing something that's not good for you or the people that you love, and in this case, kind of raining on their parade.
There you go.
We have these kind of instinct reactions to things, and especially being pessimistic or whatever. And that one, I'm like, well, give it up. Like, what are you doing that for?
Good for you.
So-
Good for you. The next song that you're going to sing, is it an original as well?
Yes.
Fabulous.
It's recently written, and it's the title track of my latest CD release.
Excellent. Check out robdefriese.com. Wonderful website. Your web mistress is fabulous. Tell her I said thank you.
Okay.
Can we get your CD off of your website?
Yes, you can order, but and the direct route would be CD Baby or Amazon.com. You can order it directly from there. Otherwise, if you go to my website, you have to go to those websites
Then it
to
just
get
jumps
it.
over there anyway. Okay,
Yeah,
very good.
right.
And it's under Rob DeFriese, correct?
Right, Rob
There you go.
DeFriese.
Easy to find. Of course, we can find Ant Farm as well.
Yes,
if we
yes,
look
look
around
for
too,
us.
which is great. Great stuff there too. Really neat. It's a nice collaboration. So Arizona native.
Yes.
Managed to travel around a little bit, and you play all over the state, which I think is fantastic.
Yes, so far, this is as far north as I've gotten. Ant Farm has gotten up to Flagstaff
All right.
in the past, but I'm looking to expand,
Absolutely.
Tucson, Bisbee,
Good.
or get
I
up
love
to
it.
Flagstaff.
You travel. And in the Verde Valley, we have you playing at Arizona Stronghold.
Yes,
Which is great.
Friday, December 15th, and that'll be in the evening. And then at Vino di Sedona on Saturday, December 30th.
Very good. And more dates to fill in there. Check out robdefriese.com because you keep your schedule updated. Of course, we're working on a few other places.
Yes,
in
well, there's
Sedona.
lots of places in the Phoenix area that I'm playing in between now and then.
Oh,
So.
there you go. You keep busy. What do you do in your
Yes,
spare time?
yes. What
What's
is
spare
that?
time?
What is
No,
that?
you're always working. You're
Right.
always working.
Well, I teach music lessons
Yes.
privately, so that keeps me busy other than performing. So
That's great. Well, I bet you're an amazing teacher. Do you just
Wow.
teach guitar and bass, or
guitar, bass, vocals, and a little bit of trumpet to beginners.
Excellent.
That was my first instrument, really.
Yeah, I know a lot of musicians that started out there.
Yeah.
It's interesting how they all play guitar now. Nobody plays trumpet anymore. They all play guitar. I don't know, but there's
It's a
some
little
sort of,
hard,
it's
yeah.
what do they call it, a gateway drug.
Exactly.
The guitar. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
it's
you for
such a
having
pleasure
me.
to meet you. Check out
Pleasure to be here.
robdefriese.com. He's on Facebook. He's on CD Baby, Reverb Nation, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching the Verde Valley Experience, and we'll see you next time.
Did you ever dream that you could just spread your wings and fly? not just above the rooftops, but even higher. You start off by just running and take the biggest jump you can, lifted by the wind and your desire. And I can't help but think it's all possible, not just in the realm of Peter Pan. What do you think would happen if we take that run and jump? The altitude and distance we could span. Do 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 do. Have you ever wondered if this is as good as it gets? Or do you know in your heart there's something better? You start off by imagining and put ideas into words. Words into action, you go get her. And I can't help but think it's all possible, not just in the realm of Peter Pan. What do you think would happen if we take that run and jump? The altitude and distance we could span. Could span. And there are always those who say it can't be done. Remember, they may just be afraid of heights. Some will grab at your legs, crying gravity. Just keep the skyline in your sights. Do 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 do. Have you ever dreamt that you could just spread your wings and fly?